welcome back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. This is StrangerPalooza, and we are right now at the 2024 Ocala RV show, and we're in the Coachmen booth along with Sunshine State RV.
Hank, how you doing, Lola?
Yes, we've got Nick
Everyone.
of Coachmen here joining us, and this video is going to be about the Nova Pop Top, but someone brought to my attention that we have a content gap. Yep. In the C, we've only done the D, and
that's
not
pretty
the C.
cool.
Yeah, so I want to shout them out first of all, so I don't forget.
That's Tony from Punta Gorda, right?
Well, so it's Tony and Lisa from Long Island.
Long Island.
Yeah, I guess they have a place.
Recently,
They have a place out here. They're planning on moving. So shout out to those guys. Thanks for pointing that out to us. That's
pretty
cool, right?
Yeah. Like getting monitored like that.
Yeah, the folks are more on top of it than we are.
Yep, that's cool. That's really neat.
Yes, very good. Very, very detailed guy. So let's just run through quickly. If folks out there haven't realized that you guys are doing a pop top, let's just like start from ground up.
Yeah, we touched on it in September. I think is the first time us three saw the first pop top, and we saw it again in Tampa.
Right.
But this is the first time we've ever seen the C, the 20C.
So we're just going to be doing a D and a C so far, right? Not a rear bath.
The rear bath, one of the problems with the rear bath is we don't have a solution for the air conditioner. And actually, Tommy just walked in my office last week and goes, hey, we got a dealer in California that wants to order 5 Nova pop top rear baths with no air conditioners. I say, I'm not doing that. He's like, no, he knows he'll sell them. I was like, I really don't want to do that.
Well, out on the West Coast, they don't necessarily need it.
So I'm going to keep considering it. But we are, when I get back next week, we're taking a look at maybe some alternative to get that air conditioner. It's because it's taking up the AC would be in the shower, and it's just.
I think there has to be a way, right? I'm a champion for that. We put it in the floor, we put it somewhere else, because I want to see it on the Beyond.
Yep. Pop tops, the Nova Pop Top has been the hottest thing since the end of 2023, the start of 2024. The most item in demand is the Nova Pop Top with double lithium batteries. Craziest thing ever. Can't believe, but we're happy to build it, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And there were some grandparents here that were like, "This is perfect. We can go get our granddaughter. She'll go right up there." So. And
you've been to the rally you guys have been to the rally the last couple of years. What did we see for the first time this year?
Little ones.
Little kids.
And I want more of that. And I want more of that, and it's really exciting. We need to bring that in. That's kind of how I got into camping. My grandpa used to have a campground down in Zephyr Hills, that water bottle. Right. And that's kind of where we started our thing.
All right, folks, let me tell you about an absolute game changer for those of us living the van life or embarking on overlanding adventures. Today's sponsor, Liquified, has come up with the ultimate solution for RV tank troubles. You know, there's nothing worse than stubborn tank buildup when you're out on the road, right? Well, Liquified RV Tank Cleaner is here to help make those worries a thing of the past. This enzyme-based solution does exactly what its name suggests. It liquefies solid waste and toilet paper, making the dumping process smooth, clean, and easy. And the best part, it's environmentally friendly and 100% biodegradable. So you can maintain your RV without harming Mother Nature. You can snag this must-have product on Amazon today. Just click on the link in this video's description. Trust me, your RV tank and your peace of mind will thank you. Make every journey a clean and fresh one with Liquified. Ram ProMaster Chassis, front wheel drive, the new chassis with all the bells and whistles.
Really, what's some of the benefits of the Dodge chassis? 35-degree turning radius. You wouldn't think that's a big deal, but since it's front wheel drive, that turning radius, non-dually in the rear, very nimble chassis. We've got, we're getting an influx of single female campers, and I encourage that. And this is a kind of a chassis that they lean to a little bit. We've got some Ford customers over there in the rally, but we're seeing a little influx there. And it's shame on us because I'm not going to say we laughed at it, but this was the last, we didn't start this until 19. There was, every manufacturer was building on the Dodge previous to that, and it was commonplace. We just didn't like it. And again, it's funny how if you get told something enough, you're going to build on it, and then it works really good. And now this is over 50% of our production. So, you know,
when I talk to like dealerships, this is what's getting sold the most.
And the chassis really come a long way. Really come a long way.
You've got European styling on the outside. All the tech, like they had the rear view camera monitor, mirror. Way before anyone else.
We're seeing a big departure away from the Amazon type build to more driver functionality, and again, it's 2 inches wider. And if you're in a Dodge, if you're a Ford customer, which you guys are, you can definitely walk in a Dodge. Now it's a couple inches lower, shorter in height, but it gives you some opportunities to build a little bit wider.
Yeah, and what I could say from out here, you guys may not necessarily see it, but when this top is down and this is going down the road, you can almost not tell that it's a pop top.
Right.
I think a lot of that has to do with like this little curve
The
you have
fairing,
here. Yeah. So is that deliberate or a happy
That's part
accident?
of the kit.
Okay.
Part of the kit. That fairing, wind dam.
Oh, it is. Okay.
All nests together.
Yeah.
We've talked about the pop top. You said in your next van you would like one. You know, for me, to camp with my wife and kid, they would force me up there because I snore. So.
Yeah. The Beyonds have to get it. But for now, let's go in here and take a look.
Yep.
It's starting to drizzle out here, so let's just lead us in. Let's start
All
up front
good.
here and look at what's going on. Like I said, we've got a lot of cool stuff up here for driving, like inductive charging for your phone. It connects to iPhone and Android. If you're like one of those Android people, we won't discuss or mention. Really nice to drive. So up front here, and I think I've asked you this before, as a taller person, which one of the Nova models has more room back here for like a taller guy that wants more leg room?
Okay, so the rear bath, really, because there's a lot to fit in, we really have that bottom of the kitchen, the forward part of the kitchen base cabinet is right up against the back.
Okay.
So you get about 3 or 4 more inches here. The Ford, you get a little bit more. But what's ironic about the Dodge...
So the rear bath would be the one with the most leg room?
Least.
And this one?
Most.
Yeah. Okay, so C with the most.
Yep, because that rear bath comes like...
Oh, right there.
It's right
okay,
there.
I get it.
And that's set back pretty far.
Okay, cool. Let me try this out, Lola. Let me go in here and see how the leg room is for me. I don't know if this one is all the way back or not, but we'll move it. Okay, seems like it's all the way back there.
Now, if you adjust your tilt, you might be able to pick up an inch.
Yeah.
But you're about...
Yeah.
You're maxed out there. So, again, for the
Yeah.
shorter customer, this is a really good chassis.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I agree.
I've driven this chassis and it worked perfect.
And I
for
think
me.
like
I
even
haven't
taller
used
folks
it.
have told me they've figured out things. Okay, so let's move our way back. So this is the C. Typically has your bigger fridge.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nova 20D, 20C will have our big fridge. Drawer now. It used to be just a door. Now we're doing a drawer. You'll be seeing, look at that. Did you see that steam coming out? 12-volt refrigerator, Nova Cool. Great relationship with them. We got the Furrion, air fryer, convection. Now we can help our customers maybe leave something at home that they don't have to travel with. Watch your step there, dear. And then we got the pop top. Which is great, and we'll get into that. So as you're going to see, some of the stuff we've touched on before, some of the new upgrades. This is the gray, modern gray paint, furniture grade paint on residential cabinetry. Really subdued hardware. Not going to catch your belt buckles anymore. We have got our Firefly, our used store, our Truma Combi, our awning, and our inverter. Got solar inside here, some other switches.
Yeah, I like these cabinets, so it's still wood, well constructed wood cabinets.
Oh, yeah.
But the gray takes away that wood look for the folks out there who don't want that wood look.
Yeah, and we had some people just saying they didn't. Oh, Nick, we love white, but we don't want to necessarily. Can you just do something a little bit darker than white? Not dark. So this is something.
Yeah, let's take a look at the bathroom here, Lola. So side bath, obviously, on this. If you're looking for a rear bath, that's what we were talking about.
You got
that you guys are working on for the pop top.
We got a shower miser, pull-out sink. Depending on, I don't like those much anymore as I get older. Those magnifying mirrors, they're really telling a lot of truth that some days I don't.
The mirrors don't lie.
Something else a lot of people point out and say that I don't talk about it enough is a lot of the other guys are using a plastic sink. This is a nice plastic stool. This is a nice porcelain stool. Makes it easier to maintain. One neat thing about the Dodge, and it's funny, I get this question a lot. Nick, why is the Beyond 2 feet bigger than the Nova, but on the 22C Beyond you can't fit this pantry in? It's just the geometry of the there's more cab in the Ford than there is in the Dodge, and we've got more floor space. So
this is a little bit wider. I know people feel that, but so
very residential.
That's nice.
Beautiful, very resident. I mean, this is. You're going to see some guys copying us, and you're going to see it looks like a guy on an assembly line was taking a mallet and jamming the dovetails together. This is just professionally done. Professionally done. We've talked about that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
New smart TV, the new windows. Was just talking to a customer here. One thing about at this show that's so cool, and it's such a privilege. We got customers at the show volunteering to sell our Coachmen products at the show.
Yeah.
And it's quite an intimidating force when they're all walking around asking me why I bought my Coachmen Class B. It's super cool.
Yeah, look, there's a guy outside the window right
and he was
now.
just talking about, he bought a year previous Nova and he wants these windows.
Yeah.
And what is he talking about? What am I talking about? The number one thing he liked was the tint. And the number two thing is the bulb or the pocket was on the outside for the air gap.
Okay.
And now it's inside, really cleaning this
Looks more sleek,
more automotive
on the outside.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I like these windows as well. I think they're easy to use. I think maybe some people have some issues, like, oh, is it going to scratch? But I haven't seen that yet on anyone's stuff. So.
People were like, why are you doing this shelf? And I just got a tour of a Nova, and these people made bins and all these organizers, and this was filled with all kinds of books, and it was exactly what I wanted to see. We're going to work on maybe making this a little bit more multi-function at model change, maybe adding a cell phone holder right there.
Okay. So, and then back here above you is the Coleman Mac.
Yes.
So when I bought my Beyond, this is what it had in it. It's a 110. It's very useful, like in high humidity like this, but you guys did go over to Truma, so here...
Very good point.
Yeah, what's the issue that you're using this one?
Okay, if we were to do a side-by-side and put a Coleman Mach in a Truma, and we're looking at it from the left or the right, the Truma is going to be about 10 to 12 inches deeper into the van wide or whatever we want to say. So it's going to have more roof space. Well, I got a pop top that needs to go a certain distance. We've used the Coleman Mach before. We used to use the Coleman Mach. We've got a lot of faith in the Coleman Mach. It's not a Truma, but the Coleman Mach fits perfectly in the back here to allow us on the 3500 chassis to have the AC, and it's just a little bit smaller footprint. Okay. Otherwise, we couldn't have used.
Okay, so crazy idea. Can you just turn the Truma sideways? Yeah, like they do with engines.
That was brought up in a meeting.
Okay.
I can say that.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
And then that person got escorted off the premises.
It was my plant manager, and he was serious about it. And it's just like, I go, no, I'll twitch. I'll just twitch every day if I know it's not supposed to be like that. I don't know. I don't know. Sitting on the Q foam sofa, really getting a lot of compliments this week on that.
Did you change the shape? I mean, maybe I'm just noticing it or something, but did you change the shape of the Lagoon table? Tabletop? It's like rectangular now or something. Well, mine was more square, I think. Yeah, so I guess you guys have gone over to a more rectangular one.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
But
ours is square.
Okay.
And this is rectangular.
Okay.
Very nice. Very
all
sleek.
good. All good.
Yeah, I'm noticing that in the other vans that I'm seeing now. I just can't remember. Maybe you've been doing that for a few years.
No, I'm learning something here, so thank you. And then we can joke at me about the Jensen stuff.
Right. Did you? Yeah, it's not a Jensen anymore. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. I'll find something else to mess with you on.
All good.
You know, that's how that goes. So this being the C, this couch goes all the way down. Do you want to show that?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's real simple. Some guys are going back to a manual sofa, like the Winnebago, I think the Solus or something like that, Pocket or something.
Yeah.
And then so you can leave it like this. A lot of customers leave it like this, leave their bed made up, or you can get the other table. You put two tables here, cushions over, and you've got just a RV 67 by 76, I want to say. Okay. And it's ringing true. Very comfortable.
A question that Tony had. So this has seat belts.
Yep.
Can I drive with that not all the way pushed back? So like he was saying, he wanted his kids to have a little like a little incline when they were sitting back there, like on a long trip. So you can still buckle up and drive
absolutely.
like that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, you know, this is if the
Yeah.
wife were to drive, I'd be back here.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's,
very
that's a
nice.
nice feature, and the seat belts will still hold true.
So now this particular one is a generator model, but you are doing it in Li3.
Yeah, like I mentioned outside when we started, the hottest ticket right now is a Nova Pop Top 20C or 20D. 20D more so, but with the double lithium, and the double lithium's going. I mean, the whole schedule's filled up with double lithium batteries, and it's very encouraging. You know, we talk lithium systems a lot, lithium batteries. I've talked about every lithium battery company under the sun calls us, and it's the same old story with me. I just don't need to switch. I haven't found anything better, and I haven't found anything that's. I mean, this is a relationship, a marriage that we've had since 2018.
Yeah, so Lithionics has been in the field with you guys for a few
we've
years.
got thousands of systems out there.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. And
Yeah,
it's pretty
so
cool.
now on the roof, we're going to look at the pop top, but we can't see the roof necessarily here. What do we have, like, what kind of solar do we have up there?
We've got 110 of solar, and that is going to be in the middle of the pop top. You're going to have your King,
King ears out there as well.
King system. We do use a Thule awning.
Okay.
Because the pop top covers the OEM, the Dodge awning track.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then we have to make a special bracket.
Right.
Screw it in. It's a one-piece bracket. Water's not going to come through.
Okay.
It's going to shed. It's
Yeah,
not going to come in the door.
It sits in a little bit more flush.
Yep. We had a custom bracket made.
And there's no gaps from what I can see for tree, like little tree limbs to get under, which is good because I've had tree limbs go under mine.
My favorite thing about the pop top is the skylight.
The skylight?
It just opens everything up when you come in here.
So up there, what do you guys have up there in the pop top? So one of the things I guess people will ask about is obviously there's no AC up there.
Correct.
So you want to use this when it's cool weather.
Yep. Cross breeze would be great.
And there isn't heat either, right?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of back to putting a tent on top of a van.
Right.
You do have some USB ports. You have a ladder.
Yeah.
You've got 4
Cross
panels up here.
ventilation. Yeah.
Yep.
And you can open up the sunroof.
The skylight can open up. You
Yeah.
got some reading lights up here.
Yeah, I suggest take some really good fans, and nowadays you can get some that run off of lithium batteries, so you can put a couple of fans up there too, get the air moving, But a pop top is really nice. Well, you can go out on the West Coast anytime, but here when the weather's right now we're kind of going through a changeover, but when the weather's cool here, it's nice.
It's the best use of space for a second bedroom in a B van.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone, like, 'cause people ask me when am I going to upgrade my van, and one, I like the Avalanche Gray, which you guys have for the Beyond.
Yep.
Now, well, obviously here you're going to have different colors.
We're going to be looking at some different colors here for 24.
So something that's not silver.
Yeah.
Right, because you guys basically
It'll
have
be in
silver,
the gray.
silver, and silver.
It'll be in the gray color tone.
Right.
But it's not going to be a red or a
Ram has some nice colors.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got an orange one sitting in in my chassis yard, and it just sticks out like a sore thumb. And the security girls were like, "What is that orange thing?" And I was like, "Hey, you never know.
Exactly.
You never know."
Yeah. It's one of those things that you start doing it, you won't be able to get enough of them.
Yep.
So looking back at the pop top here, what else do we want to talk about with this pop top?
Ladder.
Do you want us to? Oh, ladder. How do we get up there? Yeah.
So it's got this. Lola, you might want to take a step back. You got the feet.
Okay.
And then you got the claws. Obviously, the claws go up. Locks into place. And then the claws go on these mounting clips. Make sure to hold your mouth right. There you go. For security, you clip these over.
And there you go.
And you go up. Just make sure to get your beer out before you set up the ladder.
Right. And so we'll. I think Lola, you went up there already, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
real easy.
Yeah. And how easy is it to close and all that kind of stuff? And
Very
secure
easy.
it?
So, what you do is you got your handles here. You're gonna wanna. We're gonna do a rough demonstration of this. Okay. So, I might need my key. What happens here?
It's locked.
You got a key. It's in its set open position.
Okay, so you would grab those handles, pull it down, and then lock it
Make sure
together.
the panels are up.
Yeah.
You really don't have to do too much.
I think the guys probably locked it here for display. So
what you also do before you put it up, this aids in bringing in the side panels.
Oh, okay.
So as you bring it down, pull this tight, and it's going to naturally bring it to a point and help tuck everything in.
And then what's that little blanket thing that these comes with? Almost like with a little teddy bear on it.
Yeah, it's a teddy bear mattress.
Okay,
Teddy bear mattress.
Okay.
And it's got this really nice, and Lola, if you want to... So the mattress just isn't laying directly on the roof. If you look up here, you're going to see some European-inspired... And you've seen it in the van business, but these slats that come across, cross slats,
air
and
circulation.
they give you some air separation so you don't get molding and whatnot under the mattress, and more support. So, yeah.
And I think we're looking at the square sink.
Yep, square sink,
Yeah.
pull out faucet. Tommy and the guys were joking the other day at a show at Tampa show that now we got an outside warm outside shower.
Right.
But we're not going to go there.
Yes, and so under this couch, we've got some room for storage on this one because there's no battery.
Yeah,
right?
in particular, well, there is a battery. There's an 8D battery. Yep.
Okay.
But that is outside.
Okay.
We always put our lithium batteries inside.
Okay.
So generator, batteries outside, you can have a lot more space. Lithium, once you start putting those batteries inside, you do take up some space. But we still for a 20 foot 11-inch van, we got a ton of storage in here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Do you want to come out here and wrap it up?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that.
Absolutely. So one of the other features that you guys mentioned before we started this video that you noticed, one was the air conditioning difference at the Truma versus the Coleman Mach. Here we got the Thule versus the Carefree. Power awning, really nice, really slick. We just had to use that because the Carefree awning, you can see here, Lola, ties into the OEM chassis roof rail. There's a rail there, and the pop top covers it, so we needed a different awning design.
So can we just go to the back before we wrap up here? So on these pop top models, are you getting, I know you guys are doing Rover Gear, so is that an option on these?
Phase 1 is the ladder, so that's available to order now, whether through Rover, through us, through Sunshine, or directly off the product. Next phase for Rover will be hopefully I should be seeing the roof rack next week. That'll be something that we'll be adding in the next couple months. Do the same thing for Ford, do the same thing for Mercedes.
Cool. And let's just show what
absolutely.
storage we've got over here.
Yep. Here we've got protective cover. One of the most unsung features and is that smart plug. Everybody else, if you take a thermal, a FLIR camera and point it at your external electric cord, like if it's a Lippert or a whatever, that's bad there, man. So this is cost a couple bucks, but it's nice, safe, and secure. Very robust seat frame for pull testing. Good amount of storage. Your seat belts. You got your Truma combi right here, and then your power bed.
Okay, cool.
Secondary water switch or water pump. Pardon me. Pull down screen with strap. Nice tight screens. And then these privacy covers. Yep, and they can store right here. Yeah, and that's about it. Nova is really doing fantastic. We're sitting right around anywhere from, I don't know, we're depending on what month it is, we'll be around anywhere from 10 to number 13 Class B in the industry.
Okay.
And just to recap on how we started, we laughed at this chassis.
Right.
And look at the success.
Yeah.
And,
Very popular.
Everybody's got a Dodge. Everybody, maybe except one manufacturer, everybody looks the same. Jayco, Thor, everybody looks the same. So we stand pretty tall. We got a great story, and our story goes back to you pick our chassis. You pick the chassis of your preference, and you get this build that we've gotten. This build is about 97% of what the Galleria build is.
Yeah, same thing with the Beyond.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely. So I think
one other thing that I want to just kind of show on the Nova is right down here.
Okay.
One of the new things that you've added to the Nova, which I think is really nice. You were talking about the Rover Gear, and you said the rack was coming, and then
I think the ladder
You
first.
said you had the ladder
Perfect.
first.
Awesome.
But then you also had these really neat boxes back here.
Yeah, now this is specific to the 20.
Man, this thing is awesome.
Okay.
Oh,
Where is security in this place?
Oh my goodness.
Apparently security's asleep.
I'm done.
They let anyone in.
I am done. Yep.
Is this Nick Recchio with Coachmen? Oh my goodness, what's going on here?
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Right then, here we got this.
You know what I really like about this? The matching tire.
Right.
Matching tire.
That's
and
nice.
Again, those boxes are specific to the 20D.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
So that's the Rover Gear ladder.
Super
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Those boxes again, I'm sorry, the boxes, we were interrupted.
Those boxes are specific for the 20D floor plan.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just blur out whoever's face that was. You guys
Yeah,
know.
we'll have to edit that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So anyway, listen.
Hey,
Yeah, and
I know
here's
we're
the
talking
avalanche
over, but-
gray we were talking about. Yeah.
Hank invented this
Very
color
nice.
with Henry Ford.
I did,
And
yeah.
he made it specific to us.
Yeah.
and we did not put
You're welcome.
his face on the side of,
You're
of the
welcome.
van yet. So it turned out well.
There should be a guy with a mohawk right here,
yeah,
and it should say
let's get on
Strange
it.
Gray.
And then I want to, I think we need to get maybe a wheel offering in black.
Bronze.
Bronze or green or whatever color you want.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
We're working on
All right,
something.
listen, thanks so much for doing this
as
and
always,
showing
thank
this
you
to
guys.
us.
It's been awesome.
Always good
last
seeing
couple
you.
days.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope we are filling some content you guys are looking for. And, you know, we'll see you guys on the next one. We're always working on more cool stuff from Coachmen for you guys.
Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it.
We're out of here. Peace.
Thank you.